So the final part with helping our students develop that internal compass or a drive, so getting our students to really view their own progress and success as something that they can own. Okay, so what students can do also is if they click into their name, okay, of course we saw earlier they can see their success so far, but if they click into progress, they can actually track their own progress. So this is the same data that you see as a teacher. Okay, so you can see this data around assignments completion, curriculum completion for your entire school, the entire class, or down to the individual students. The students themselves, on the other hand, can see their own progress, so their data that obviously relates to them only. Additionally, they can then go into that data, click into it, and identify which activities they've passed, and more importantly, which activity they have attempted but have not passed. So they can click play and it opens up that activity, or any other activities that they have not attempted yet and when the activity is due by. So if they click onto the activity, it opens it up and it starts the activity off for them. So it's a nice way for them to keep track of not only how they have progressed so far, but what else they need to do to grow this metric. Same thing with curriculum. So as a teacher, you can set a curriculum focus for your students. And with that, it reports to you how your students are progressing against the curriculum that you have set for them. And again, same thing, they can see what activities they have tried and of course which activities are outstanding to help them grow this metric as well. Now, students can see all of these reports similar to you as a teacher and say, right, how much time or, how much work have I completed on Manga High this week, this month, or perhaps even today. So that way, all of this data will be re-aggregated based on the time frame that's been selected. So looking back into a teacher platform, of course, like I said earlier, you can track your students' progress by clicking on, your class, click on reports, and then clicking into more details to see which of your students and what work they have completed and so forth. Now, if you click on the student's name, you now get to see the report that's relevant to this particular student as well. Now, again, you can select the time frame much the same way as your students can for their own report. You can also track the amount of time they've spent on the platform. But if you wanted to email the parents as to how their child is going, you can simply right-click on the page and it generates a report that tells you who this student is. Sorry, it says Thomas Button's reports and how much time the student has spent on it this month or whatever time frame it is that you've selected, and the curriculum coverage that your students have covered this period that you've selected as well. So that's it from me for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I really hope you've given some thoughts as to how we can keep our students not just engaged but purposeful in the work that they are doing, and getting them to start thinking about actually taking ownership of their own learning rather than simply waiting for the next activity or the next task that their teachers are assigning for them. So thank you so much for joining me today. Please do keep in touch and let us know if you have any questions at all with regards to the teacher platform on Manga High or the students platform. And we are always here to listen. So on the bottom right corner, click on the question mark. If you have any questions, feel free to type in and have a conversation with one of our team members with regards to anything that comes to mind using during your time of social isolation. Thanks so much, guys. Bye for now.